first ask you a question before I get to my next anniversary film. Have you ever sat down and watched a comedy for the very first time at the theaters or at home, and it just made you laugh and laugh and laugh, and you're by the time the movie was done, your stomach was in so much pain for laughing, but that was not a bad thing too, because you just enjoyed all that laughter. Now, let's say 5-10 years down the line, you sit down and watch this film again, and you get that exact same feeling. Have you ever had that? Well, for my next anniversary film, I definitely have to say every year I sit down and watch this, or every couple years, yes, I'm still laughing like it's the first time I ever seen this film. This film is Spaceballs. This is directed by Mel Brooks. This is a parody or a spoof off the Star Wars film. This movie is 30 years old today, June 24th in 1987. Okay, so I mentioned this is directed by Mel Brooks. Now, he always seems like he's always in his own films. He actually plays a double role in this. He actually plays the president of Spaceballs, and he also plays Yogurt. I'm just plain Yogurt. And he's kind of the Yoda on that one, too. You got Bill Pullman as Lone Star. You got the late, great John Candy, who I feel like almost any movie he's in, he can't do wrong in a comedy. He plays a character named Barf. He's a Mog. He's a half man, half dog. He's his own best friend. I love that there. Rick Moranis as Dark Helmet. Oh my God, does he bring the funny on that one there. You also have Joan Rivers as Dot. She pretty much plays a 3CPO with a female 3CPO on that one there. So what exactly, if for someone who hasn't seen this, what exactly is Spaceballs all about? Well, Spaceballs is actually a name of a ship, and that's what actually they call themselves too, this group of bad guys. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get to this certain planet, Druidia. They want to take their 10,000 years of air and have it for themselves and kill this planet off if they can. And that's really the main thing there. Well, the whole thing is that how they actually attempt to try to do this is the Princess Vessa, and unfortunately I can't remember the actress's name, that she's about to get married to this guy who just yawns the entire way, but he is the only prince left in this whole world here. Well, she and Dottie end up escaping into space, and this is where Spaceballs ends up trying to get her. Well, the king actually has to try to get Lone Star and Barf to get his daughter back. And this is really where the adventure begins here. Lone Star and Barf, they actually are able to get the princess and Dot and get them into their Winnebagos, what they drive in space. So whenever the villains finally realize that the princess and Dot is not in this vehicle, and they realize that it's Lone Star who actually ended up saving their lives, they have the chase pursuit going on, and they try to take them down. I have to say that it is funny, it is hilarious, it is cool, it is great. It's everything that you really want in a spoof comedy, I gotta say. The thing is that the jokes are so awesome. Mel Brooks, who actually was one of 3 writers on this script, so him and the 2 other people just made this movie perfect. I really think there's really nothing else they could have done. It was hilarious. The one-liners hit. The jokes, just everything just hit. These actors, they knew what they were doing. It looked like they all were having such a fun time, but as an audience member, you were also enjoying their fun time. You were enjoying this adventure on this here. There was a rumor for about a year or 2 now that they were supposed to come out to a sequel with this, and I was one of the people that strongly believed it. I was putting stuff on Facebook, I can't believe it, I hope that they'll actually do this. I would love to see a sequel on this one. I know we have the new Star Wars films coming out, and even if we waited till the 9th one come out, I would rather just to see one as soon as possible. We're already talking 30 years ago here. Let's bring another one out. Why not? Let's bring one more Spaceballs. Really good, fun, hit it home to everybody. Really enjoy this kind of film. I really do hope that we can get a sequel, and if not, you know what, this by itself being a standalone movie is still good too. But I hate when people throw out rumors and then you want it to be true and it does not happen. So this is definitely a recommend. If you have not seen this movie in the last 30 years, you got to check this film out. It's a great film, you know, perfect actors in this film. I love everything about this film, and there was really nothing that was disappointing. So thank you guys so much for watching another anniversary film. This one is Spaceballs. 30 years ago today that this film came out. Unbelievable, I gotta say. I remember this as a kid, I remember it now, and I still love it after all this time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and may the Schwartz be with you.